Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy and tell you back on Paragon once again, and we have some bloody amazing news on the new card type, or the new card type rarity within the game, and this is bloody amazing. It falls into the epic rarity, which is something we'll talk about within this video very soon. And when we do, we'll talk about all the chances or types of cards that we could see coming up with this rarity of cards. Since at this moment we do have two epic rare cards up for grab as well, which we'll discuss, followed up by how to vote for some cards in the future that do fall into the epic rarity cards, and just normal cards that will be in weekly card packs that you could purchase within the game or weekly quest. So mate, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest and greatest news for Paragon as always. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So at this very moment we do have a couple of rarity of cards within the game. They fall into basic category, common, uncommon, rare, and also the new edition, which is epic. So that in total at this very moment is 5 rarity of cards, and these cards could be bloody amazing in every category as always, but obviously epic cards will stand out more compared to the basic cards that you will have within your deck, or pretty much in your actual cards that you own on your account. Sadly, at this very moment, no one does own an actual epic card within their deck or cards on their account, but we do see an opportunity arising from a Twitch head-to-head event, which is the same thing they did with the Murdoch and Sparrow skin. It was pretty much how many hours you will have that hashtag for within a stream and watch. You'll be able to pretty much count that points towards a total amount by the community, and then whatever comes out the greatest is the skin, or in this case, the epic card that you'll get on your account. So the first epic card you'll get from this event will be released in version 30.2 or patch update 30.2 of Paragon. So at that point of time, every member of the community of Paragon will have an epic rare card in their accounts. And also Epic Games and the Paragon team have said that the new gameplay mechanics and tools to aid in the battle for Agora. So these cards will make some interesting moments within the game and some crazy highlights while using epic rare cards within the game. And guys, as I mentioned not long ago, this is a Twitch head-to-head event, meaning there is 2 options or 2 epic rare cards in this actual event. I want to explain the first one. That is Stab Link, which is a 5-point corruption card. The stats are 1.4 health regen, active, consume 20% of your base health to teleport forward, cannot use if critically wounded, cooldown 15 seconds. If damage is taken by an enemy hero, the card cannot be used for 5 seconds. Stab Link provides players with a powerful initiation tool in form of a blink. Although this card brings great play mechanic potential and some added sustain through its base stats, the active comes at a cost of the user's base HP. So that is the first epic rare card that is quite interesting and has some crazy mechanics within the game. So pretty much you lose 20% of your base health to teleport forward. So if you do build health, or if you do build health on this character, say if you're playing Rampage, and you jump and you have your base health and you have your additional health from your cards, you will lose only your base health, 20% of that. So that is pretty cool that it doesn't affect your total health. So that's nice to see, and this might lead to some very interesting scenarios happening within the game. Pretty much you making crazy engages in team fights or even 1v1s. Pretty much you're able to survive, then come back in and destroy them due to this card. Since you got health regen, you can wait for a bit and then go back into the fight. So it's pretty nice to see some interesting cards like this. Let's move on to the next epic rare card, and that is Empyrean Mask, which is a 4-point order card. Stats are NA, not to be announced at this very moment. Toggles increased damage, increased resistance, and increased mana regeneration. Grants 3 points of each stat. So this epic rare card is one of the most unique cards to hit Agora, as it introduces a new mechanic in the form of a toggle. Players have the ability to swap between multiple statistics, and it will thus make this card extremely versatile at the cost of not being able to upgrade it. So this is a first of its kind guaranteed. Even if it's in the epic rare category, it has a unique mechanic, which is a toggle. It's like an active, but you have multiple actives within that card. So you're able to switch between stats depending on the scenario you're in. Say if you're low in mana, you will toggle it into the increased mana regen stat. If not, then you're in a fight and it looks like you're about to die, you increase your resistance, and that's pretty much hitting the toggle button once again. But if you guys in like an elite and you will just do as much damage as possible, you'll toggle once again to increase damage and fight them and hopefully win due to that stat card that you have within your deck or within your build. And as you can expect, this card will lead to some interesting scenarios within the map of Agora and within Paragon. due to this card having so many interesting factors to it. Also like the other epic rare card. So let's compare them in somewhat of a way. So these cards do provide some game-changing elements within your kit and new mechanics, but one does help more than the other in different times. So if the toggle card, the Empyrean Mask, which is an amazing card to use while in the early game to mid-game, while Stab Link does shine towards the mid-game and late game stages of the match. And one of the reasons why I say that is because you can build upgrades on one of those cards, which is Stab Link, while Empyrean Mask, you are not allowed to build any upgrades on that because it has no initial stats at the very start. So you can pretty much increase your health regen on your Stab Link, which will make you a beast towards the mid-game to late game stages, but when Empyrean Mask is such a crazy active / toggle ability, which you can use in the early game to mid-game stages to gain somewhat of a lead. So these cards are both amazing cards, both bloody amazing cards. I wish I could have them both, but sadly we can only have one. There's only one card that can be victorious within this event. And so guys, don't forget the toggle ability on the actual Empyrean Mask has base stats on each ability most likely. I don't think they'll be able to scale, so they'll pretty much be at that little build. Say if you get 20 energy armor, followed up by 20 mana regen. I don't know how high this is going to be or how low they're going to be. I have no clue, but that is some type of idea in your head. Followed up by the other card, which is Stab Link, which only uses your base health. So your base health in the early game to mid game is very low, and pretty much if you use that card, losing 20% of that base health will affect you greatly. But you go towards the mid game to late game stages when you're building health on your character, this base health won't affect you too much because your health from your cards will be greater than your base health majority of the time. But most likely when you use Stab Link, you're going to lose quite a bit of health no matter what. Let's read through the actual event and the actual rules for this event. Like the Murdoch and Sparrow skin event, all you need to do is support our Paragon Twitch community by streaming yourself or watching Paragon streams that use the hashtag Epic Rare Mask or Epic Rare Link in their title. The current hashtag that accumulates the most viewing time over a week will unlock the corresponding reward for the entire community. This event will run from Tuesday, August 16 at 10 AM EDT to Monday, August 22 at 9 PM EDT. Which should be tomorrow. Right now it's today since I'm doing this at around 1 AM, so that pretty much makes sense for me, and we have 1 day ahead since Australia. So pretty much tomorrow, once it hits August 22, everyone will be getting an epic rare card in their accounts in the future. So be sure to show your support for both your preferred cards and incredible plays in the Twitch community. So the stats at this very moment, which looks like there won't be ever come back for the losing card, but it doesn't matter. So we're getting an epic rare card on version 30.2, which will be very soon, so that's pretty sick to see. And the epic rare card that is winning at this very moment is the hashtag Epic Rare Mask with a whopping 58,345 hours, and Epic Rare Link falling really short at 6,146 hours. So it looks like we'll be getting the Epic Rare Mask on that patch, which is version 30.2, which I don't know when that will be released, but it will be one crazy patch guaranteed because of this new epic rare card, and the first epic rare card that everyone will have on that actual patch from this event. But mates, if you did want the Stab Link card as well as an epic rare card that you tried to choose, but sadly it fell short, most likely we will see this epic rare card come back once again through another event or some type of other way that will be introduced within Paragon, hoping very soon. There could be a possibility that we could see the cards like this, epic rare cards, in more events in the future that connect to Twitch or YouTube or something else, but I'm hoping that we get to see these epic rare cards within the game as something you can unlock from one of those card packs, hoping the random card packs, and pretty much if you get it, it'll be crazy excitement because everyone wants epic rare cards, and getting Stab Link out of nowhere within a 10,000 card pack or 10,000 reputation card pack would be a bloody amazing feeling. Also guys, I did mention that we're going to explain some weekly card packs that you can actually vote for right now for version 31 and beyond, which is 31 to version 31.2. So you get 3 choices within every weekly card pack, and we have crazy card packs in this actual choice. So you got in your first card pack for version 31, Hinder Beast, Vampiric Alexa, Shepherd's Vial, which are cards that do exist in the game, and those are rare cards, so that's pretty cool. Followed up by Backstabber, Splinter Bark Vest, and Everglass, which are the version 31.1 weekly card packs that you can choose. Followed up by the version 31.2, which does have Chromovore, Lantern of Spring, and also the Guardian's Ward. You do have a choice within each of those little card packs. There'll be a link to that in the description. Just go to that link and choose which cards you want. Most likely that card might be chosen for that weekly card pack or the weekly quest for that actual week of that update. So it'll be pretty sick to see that the card that you voted for ends up being victorious, because why not? Because obviously you want that card, so vote for them as you must. And guys, there's links in the description down below if you want to have a read for yourself from all the topics that we did discuss within this video related to Paragon news. And guys, before we end this off, if you are eating something while watching this video and it is something bloody amazing, or you're doing something glorious while watching this video, multitasking pro, do send me a tweet of what you're doing or a picture of what you're doing on my Twitter. My Twitter will be on screen, all in the description below. And also on my Twitter, I like to talk about things that I do within the game that I don't usually talk about here, like some random nukes that I pull off within Paragon, like I did yesterday with my Grux at 2 AM. And I did find an Aussie match, so that was pretty insane, as I do never find Aussie matches ever within Paragon. So it's great to see more players on the game in the OC servers. So mates, if you enjoy this video, show your support, smash that blind like button. Let's try to get 50 likes on this video. And if you guys want to see more Paragon gaming content on my channel, all you have to do is share this with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't you worry, we're back very soon. Hey Jads boys, because ain't seen nothing yet. They have to make an epic rare card that says Bloodthirsty Lord, and it's like a kill reset card that also has a little bit of life still. Be a perfect card for me, man.
And that it feels right.